Good afternoon, everyone. I am about to have my A1 protein single serving. Love that. Much cleaner, uh, easier to use, easier to travel with. Um, no fuss, no muss. A1 protein, dark, dark chocolate. Sorry. As you can see, it has 25 grams of protein. 5 grams of BCAA. You don't need to purchase a separate BCAA if you're using this. It's delicious. I finished my arm workout today. I was able to increase 10 pounds on every barbell exercise, 5 pounds on every resistance band, and push down exercise with the pull down attachment. So everything went up um, as the plan. I've just completed the 5th week of my 10-week free weight program. You might be saying, Steve, you just said you use bands. I don't have dumbbells, so some of the accessory exercises I do need to use resistance bands. I try and use the barbell whenever possible. The difference is that I'm approaching the resistance bands exercises differently than I did in the previous 10-week program, which was all resistance bands. So, yes, I might be doing the same exercise, but I'm doing it from a completely different angle, uh, much higher resistance. Or on those days when it makes more sense for me to go to the local gym, I'm going to do that as well. Right now, I have leg day and shoulder day reserved for that. Because once I do the military press with the shoulder, um, all of the remaining shoulder exercises are dumbbells. So that would be a good time to go to the gym that has dumbbells. Once I get back to the trap exercises, then it's barbells once again. But I think you get my point. So like I said, I just finished the 5th week. I'm halfway through. So my mind is racing ahead about what I'm going to do next. And I think to go back to resistance bands at this time isn't the best idea. So what I'm going to do is stick with the free weights, but I'm going to make a giant increase in the weights and a decrease in the reps. So it's going to be a much heavier workout altogether. But instead of starting with 20 reps, I'll start with 12 or 10 reps and work my way down as I proceed with the progressive overload. I can't stress progressive overload enough. A lot of people that I talk to about their training, they do the same weight every exercise, every set, And that's not a challenge. Your muscles will accommodate. They'll get used to it. You have to change the weight. And this is where I get into the big argument with people because some people say you have to constantly confuse your muscles. Well, if you're constantly confusing them, is it confusion? I don't believe it. I believe when you build a house, you need a foundation. And if you just switch things drastically for no reason, you're going to potentially damage your house. Oh, let's not put up the support beams today. Let's work on the attic. Not a good idea. And I believe the same holds true for muscle building. If you confuse it all of the time, you have no consistency, you have no foundation. And it's, in my book, just changing the weights constantly counts as changing it. In my opinion, that's just as good as changing the exercise because you're not allowing the body to accommodate and then, of course, plateau. That's the way I feel about it. And I get into a lot of arguments with people like that. And some of my clients, oh, let's change the exercises. Why? Just to change. I'm like, then no. If you can't give me a reason why you need to change it, I'm not going to change it. It's my job to do what's best for my clients, and just having a different workout every single week is not going to help them reach their goals. Now, that's not to say I don't make changes and modifications along the way. I do it all the time. I find a different grip. I find different angles. Um, Changing up from bands to free weights. I'm switching, but within reason and for a reason. That didn't sound right, but I have a purpose to my change. So, don't believe everything you see on YouTube, which means you don't have to believe me either, I guess. But just have some consistency, and then throw the monkey wrench in every now and then. Don't totally take apart the transmission and rebuild it every single workout. I can't stress that enough, and I hope you understand that. If you disagree, you're free to leave comments in the section below. And if you do agree, you can leave comments too, Your choice. Talk to you later.